welcome. It is the Friday Funcast, the weekend Funcast. Adam Chalifoux with, I don't know if I have any cool nicknames. You do, WrestleMania.
Hey, how's it going? Well, you know, it's funny is I don't know that I have a cool nickname other than, I mean, you're unique, your own stuff. I was going to say, you are equal parts handsome and intelligent.
Oh!
And that is, and you are quite intelligent.
I'm blushing.
I'll tell you that. Yeah, you are. You asked me, we always do this because you're very kind. Before we get going, you know, you got a couple buttons to push. You've got a whole deal here, and
Yeah.
you are smart. And you're like, are you ready? And I said, psh. And you're like, does that mean you're ready? I was like, oh, that always means I'm ready sometimes. So
He's always ready sometimes, folks.
That's right. That's my motto. Always ready sometimes.
And that's what the show's motto is. We're making sure you are always ready. Sometimes.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Yeah,
How are you
yeah.
doing? I was, last week I was out. I believe Lisa was in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is exceptionally fun. I'm sure you guys had a great time.
Oh, yeah, we had a real nice fun cast. It was a fun cast.
Oh, well, I feel like now I need to step up my game.
Probably. We
Yeah.
talked about music. She showed me a song that we talked about rain songs.
Oh, okay.
You know, and I
okay.
said, oh, me and Russ have talked about rain songs. What's your rain songs? And she told me a song I'd never heard, November Rain.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one before.
You haven't heard it? Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta listen to it.
So-
Did you listen? Did she say?
She showed me that. I meant to listen to the whole thing, and I forgot about it entirely until just now.
Also, along with Thriller, one of the top, I don't know if the music videos, I don't know if you watch those anymore. You're young, you're a kid, I know you just celebrated your birthday. Do you kids still watch music videos?
No.
Okay, well, if you go back online and you look at it, one of the top all-time music videos.
Yeah, that's what she was showing me, and I was, and that made me very interested as well. But no, you know, I was a big music video guy in like 5th grade, Outkast.
Oh, love it.
Yeah,
I like
with
the
Andre
way
3000.
you move. Big
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Andre
They
3000,
were
yes.
one of the all-time great groups, and Andre 3000. He's also great in semi-pro.
Yes,
If you've seen that.
I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. He's one of my, of course, from the ATL. Which,
Of course.
by the way, I don't know if you know, it's where I'm from.
You're from
So,
the ATL.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I really enjoy Outkast. Like, I think just about every song from it. I'm not just saying. I'm not saying because I'm on, with you now, and I'm not like, yeah, I like all of it. But in the reality, I'm like, I only know one song, and I kind of like it. No,
Bat
I
in a
like
thousand.
Outkast a lot. And yeah, so no, that's good. Yeah, Lisa's fantastic, amazing, and I'm here, and I'm going to try to step up my game so that I can at least be equal.
Well, she set a very high bar.
Yeah,
so.
I know. That's what I hate about her. I was going to say, and if you'll hang with us here a little bit, we've got our football picks. I was telling Adam, he does not know, but I had some help with my football picks because, as you know, what is this, week 9, week 10? We're going into week 10, I believe.
Yes.
I've been lousy every single week that I've done it. Even there's one week I didn't turn them in because I was out of town early this year. That week was my best week. I turned nothing in. And
so brought up your average.
Exactly. So this time around, I feel like I'm guaranteed, and we're going to look at the person who helped me out. So,
okay, interesting. I am very intrigued, and I'm sure everyone watching is very intrigued to see what that even means.
You should. I guarantee you, this person won't do any worse, right? So I think I'm not lying. I think this is, for the 7th week in a row I'm saying this is my week.
Just keep saying it. And this is a big weekend for weekend fun. I know we'll talk a little bit about deer season is opening up.
Yep.
It's also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be kind of nice.
Yeah, well, yes, and I think what's funny is that the answer is kind of nice. Not every day it's going to be
for
the
this
same,
time of year.
For this time of year, yeah, I will say I've had actually about 3 different people, I believe, who've come up to me and said, hey, deer hunting season starts this weekend. And it was every time was bring us some snow. They want that snow to get those, to get those deer in the same place they can, do their thing.
Oh.
It's not going to snow.
Now, do they think you control the weather? Do they think that's how that works?
Do I not?
It's true.
I
wrote in freshman year of high school, maybe sophomore year of high school, I wrote a short movie. And yes, freshman year of high school for science class about a weatherman who does have the power to control the weather, and he uses that to manipulate tee times.
Gotcha.
And then there's a showdown
Right.
between him and the sports guy who is very plugged into the golf community.
Yeah.
And then they have my friend Andrew Mariotti. He was 6'4", I was 5'2", 103 pounds. He picked me up over his head and he threw me, and it did hurt. And then we sword fought with golf clubs. Unbelievable film. Maybe if I can find it, we'll show it on the Funcast someday.
I would love that. Look at the creativity of young. You're just molding. I know at the time you were 15, but you're still that mind. That's a great. I bet you were just hilarious as a kid. I mean, you are now. I bet you were just funny. You were funny as a kid, right?
Even weirder.
Were you kind of considered like the class clown?
Among.
Yeah.
Among.
Top three.
I think I was one of the funnier guys in high school, if I'm really being honest. Max Conlon, and if you're watching Max, I think you were the funniest.
Sure he is.
Yeah, I thought Max Conlon was the funniest guy at Geneva High School.
All right. I was, and I'll say this, but I think within my group, I was definitely considered the funny, the kind of. The thing is overall, I was a very good kid in that I was always stayed within the bounds. I was always very, so I wouldn't say shy, but I also wouldn't say I was really out there. So amongst my people, I was always cutting up and having a good time and kind of considered the guy who provided the laughs within the entire class. I went to a big school down at Lassiter High School there in Marietta, Georgia, and it was a lot of people. It was like I don't know. I was about to say a couple thousand. That's not right. Close to 500, and I graduated with. So I wasn't like really like that guy. You know how they're all the people. You got the jocks. You got the all the different people. The popular. You've got the others. I was kind of just blended in. Like I don't know how many people knew me. Some, but not a lot. It wasn't like, hey. Tell us Russ Thomas. We don't know him. Where does he go to school? That would probably be the answer you'd got from a lot of people.
Interesting.
Kind of maneuver, just kind of weaved in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As I've heard recently, I like to weave things in. You have to be really smart to do that.
Let's weave in some weather.
Let's do it. All right. So one of the things we got here, cloud history. Cloud cover history. As you know, of course, historical things going on. We had a big election this week, right?
Yep.
Historical. This also covers historical a lot of ground. We go all the way back to last Thursday, if you recall. Yeah.
Ancient
I
history.
believe Eric George is doing a series on it. We had sunny conditions, great day. From that point on, Friday partly cloudy, but look the last 5 days.
Yeah.
Mostly anywhere from mostly cloudy to cloudy. We know we've seen a lot of gray clouds, a lot of gray days, I should say. Some rain in there as well. Of course, I always say this, which we need. But how about today? Well, if you've looked outside, if you have a winder, or you've just walked outside, it's nice out there today. So with that in mind, now we're going to go to our sunshine tracker. Look at this. Today, you see 1 through 5, nothing but sunshine.
Okay.
Nothing. Blue sky, sunshine. It'll get dark eventually, so there's that, but it'll remain clear. Now we're going to move out of the way here a little bit. I'm off screen. Don't worry, I'm still here. Friday, we also have a perfectly sunny day, so 2 straight sunny days. There you go. Thank you, yes. Now, Saturday, Sunday, kind of a different story, and we'll get into the hunting forecast in a minute, but as you can see, sunshine, the battery here representing, pretty low for the sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, improving a little bit as we get, especially later in the day. I think early is going to be more like this, more like the clouds, but then Monday, Veterans Day, big day, we're back to mostly sunny conditions. I love the sunshine tracker, by the way.
Yeah, big sunshine guy.
Exactly. Love the sunshine. Now, here we go. Deer hunting.
Whoa, this is a cool graphic.
Well,
Who did this one?
Okay, not me. I come in here.
This looks like a Schnellbach.
Over the years, Schnellbach, Lisa, whomever, they've put together these amazing graphics. And occasionally I have my hand in some of these, but this one, no. So I just look and I say, the ladies of the weather department, they put this together. So what we have for you is this. We've got North Dakota, noon on Friday. There's your start. Going to be sunny, going to be nice. Saturday, Sunday, that opportunity, afternoon rain showers Saturday, early rain showers on Sunday, and then we'll start to get by Sunday afternoon back in the sunshine. So we're not going to see snow. We will see some rain out there. Temperatures, though, as you mentioned, very nice. I mean, check out these high temperatures.
Pretty good.
50s. Yeah.
Pretty good. And I'll take a little rain shower Saturday. That sounds nice to me.
It does, and we're still in those drought conditions. I mean, we got a good rain in some areas on Sunday, but the problem was the areas we needed the most, which is Lakes Country. They're the ones that saw least rain. In fact, some areas saw none there. So we continue. That need is there. Veterans Day planner, what do we have for you? Well, again, going to be a nice day. A lot of sunshine out there. 38, 8 a.m. If you a lot of folks have the day off, maybe extending that weekend, and just taking the opportunity, of course, to celebrate, to appreciate those veterans out there. 42, mostly sunny noon. 48, that's about where our high temperature is going to be, right around 4 p.m. So, yeah, a big weekend, a weekend that, if you look at all these numbers, really from today all the way through Monday, these numbers are above the norm for this time of year. We're getting kind of some equal days with sunshine along with some showers we need. So, all in all, it's a good, just about everything you'd ask for, except for those hunters who are looking for some snow.
Well, snow's going to come.
Snow is going to come, yeah.
Those hunters, hey, buddy,
you just
wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Not all of us want snow yet.
Right.
All right.
Are you a hunting guy?
Hunting deals.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really either. When I was in Montana, which I was for 20 years. I think I was the only guy in the state who didn't hunt.
Okay.
And that made me feel very.
You totally blew my cover just now. I think everyone who watched the hunting show, they're like, hey, maybe this guy hunts. No, I don't. I never have.
Okay. Well, at least you stay consistent.
I mean, if I had the opportunity, I'd look into it.
Yeah.
I'd look into it.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean,
what I do like to do, though, my version of hunting, if you will, is actually wildlife photography.
Okay.
So I like to get out there on my bicycle.
Yeah.
And then, different. When I lived in Montana and I lived in Colorado, some really good bike paths right by some really great nature areas.
Yeah.
And so I would take out my camera and just try to get really cool pictures of
That's great.
different deer, or the geese. Not so much. They're not necessarily they're wild for sure. Not super wildlifey, and they'd get really mad. They didn't want me to take pictures. And one time, I'm taking a picture of this goose, and this goose, all of a sudden, I got here. Put your thing over your eyes like it's a camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now.
Oh,
and I'm like, whoa! All right, now you got out of there.
Geese gone wild.
Whew.
Yeah. Watch that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a hunt guy. I don't really. I love. By the way, I love good pictures. I'd love to see what you've got.
Okay.
That being said, I'm no good at that either. I'm not. You'll find if you get to know me, the more you know me, I'm not good at a lot of things. All right. So.
Well, good at the weather.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like to think so.
Yeah.
It's my job. I hope so. All right. So we ready? We good? Because the football pick?
I'm ready for the grand surprise now.
Okay. So you actually, let's see if we get this thing going here. Please work, because this is what I want. You had it right.
Okay.
Yesterday, I told him, no, that's not true. He didn't. But this is Maddie, Mikey, I believe is how you pronounce the last name, from Moorhead. She was our weather kid. She was fantastic, wonderful. And I sat there after we went over some of those weather stuff. I had gotten the sheet from her. I said, Maddie, for 9 weeks now, I've been terrible at picking football games. You know what she said? She said, I'm a football fan.
No way.
Okay. By the way, fourth grader, 9 years old.
Okay.
I said, who do you pull for? 2 teams. She said 2 teams. Do you want to guess real quick?
Bears and Vikings.
That's a great guess. Vikings, yes. Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh.
She's a bandwagon.
Is she a Taylor Swift fan? Is that what it comes down to?
I didn't ask that because I'll be honest. I tell you what, her birthday is the same day as Justin Bieber. She did tell me that.
Okay.
Right. So Taylor Swift, I don't know. Justin Bieber, absolutely is. If she knew that, she's a fan, right?
Yeah. Well, I got Nikola Vucevic, Jaylen Brown, and I think Y.A. Tittle.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
September 7th. I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Probably only you.
I would think so. A few people I know, but I don't think any big celebrity types. Who would want to share a birthday with me?
No, I'm curious to find out.
I'll look it up.
We'll look it up. We'll
Yeah.
get back to you.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. I already see that me and you and Maddie all have the Ravens. They play the Bengals tonight. I don't want to go too far into the weeds here, but I think the Bengals are an interesting team because they're better than the record. They have a really good quarterback. They're a team that can kind of turn it around, and the Ravens don't have that great of a secondary.
Right.
So it feels like a trap game for the Ravens. I don't think it would be crazy to go for the Bengals here.
Right. No. My hope and my thought, as well, is it's going to be a close game. You got Burrow out there passing to, for some reason, I can't think of his name right now. He's good.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, thank you. LSU, I know where he's from, I just couldn't think of his name. And you're right about the Bengals secondary. So with that, I mean, not Bengals, sorry, Ravens secondary. So I see what you're saying. I still think Ravens are going to pull out, just because I think the Ravens are
I think the Ravens are better.
One of the better, in my opinion, Thursday night games we've seen this year.
I would agree with that for sure. And some really cool uniforms. Baltimore's wearing the purple. Ooh.
I like the purple.
Yeah.
It's Giants at Carolina. You know, it's funny is we both went with Carolina last week.
And we're both going with the Giants this week.
Yeah, I was going to say I was very tempted to go with them twice in a row, and then I thought it's the Panthers. And I just can't do it.
Well, you know, the Panthers are sellers right now, and the Giants, they're okay.
Yeah.
I think Dable's got nice defense. Maybe the Panthers win this.
Right. It is Carolina. Maybe they have a little.
And they're at home.
They are at home. That was exactly. That all being said,
we're 0 for 2 so far.
We are.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This time next week.
Right. Well, go on, Sean. Okay, this one, New England, Chicago, and I think it's pretty simple, pretty cut and dried for me. I went with Chicago. Now, Chicago, I picked them last week and they burned me, but I think they're going to come back strong this week.
Yeah, they. I have a really good routine on Sunday. I wake up in the morning. I have a healthy breakfast. I go for a bike ride. I get home. I watch the Chicago Bears, and then I cry for hours.
I love it.
And so after I cry myself to sleep, then I'm well rested and going into Monday.
I like that. That's a good. You get it's kind of like
it's good to you watch the Bears. You cry yourself to sleep.
Right.
And it builds character, and it helps you fall asleep faster.
Exactly. I'll say this. I'm a Falcons fan. I can't even cry anymore. I'm out of tears. I can't do it. Yeah, it's weird. So by the way, I keep saying these are my picks. I'm not kidding when I say all these are Maddie's.
They're honestly good picks because so far all the same picks so far.
Here's what I just did with her, and I'm going to say it again. I said Buffalo, Indianapolis, and she just kind of sat there for maybe like 2 seconds. She just looked at me. She's Buffalo, and that's
definitely.
Now, what's your dad's name?
Bill.
Interesting.
He's a winner.
Really? Okay,
so I went with the Bills as well.
Okay,
yeah.
Is it short for William or is it just Bill?
It's just Bill.
Okay.
It's short for Dollar Bill.
Oh yeah. Dollar.
Yeah, after Bill Bradley, Dollar Bill Bradley of the Princeton Tigers. No, it's William.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they were the Buffalo Williams, wouldn't that be something?
That would be sensational.
Unique.
Yeah.
Unique.
Maybe that should be. I feel like it's a missed opportunity on his end for fantasy football. He should just be the Bills.
Yeah. I mean, like you, he's a real smart guy, but I do think there's a missed opportunity. He's not thinking.
Yeah.
Denver, Kansas City, obviously.
Kansas City, come on.
Maddie, Kansas City fan.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
nailed that
Yeah.
one, no doubt. Atlanta, New Orleans. I was happy to hear that she made this pick for me because she picked Atlanta. Of course, me being from Atlanta fans, and we're playing our rivals, the Saints, this week. Now, what'll be interesting, I'll say this real quick, is the Saints, of course, fired their head coach last week after losing to Carolina 7 losses. Sometimes you get, especially at home, a team gets inspired when they get a new coach.
Yeah.
When they, Derek Carr's back, Kamara's in there. So there's honestly a little bit of concern on my part. Also, Atlanta does horrible in New Orleans, no matter what year, no matter how New Orleans. But I'm going to go with Atlanta.
I'm going with Atlanta too, and I'm just pretty confident about it. I think Atlanta is. Last year, all those teams except the Panthers were pretty close.
Yeah.
This year, I just think Atlanta's head and shoulders the best team in the division. They're the only complete football team. Yep. The other one's more question marks than the Batman Forever Jim Carrey Riddler character.
I like very nice. I like that was good. I'll say this: being a Falcons fan, it's just hard for me. Even though I know they're good, it is hard for me to trust the Falcons. It won't be till the midway point of the 2025 season to convince me that they're good this year.
Okay,
so,
fair.
Yeah,
fair,
exactly.
Fair.
San Francisco, Tampa Bay.
Oh, that one is really tough. I went with the Bucks.
Okay.
I know San Fran's off the bye. Yeah. I just feel like they have been so injured this year, and I think Tampa's actually a pretty good team.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be – this was the hardest game for me to pick this week. I'm going Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa's lost a couple in a row, but I think they are a good team too. They're at home. Frisco traveling across the country again. Frisco had last week out, but I also went with Tampa there. And when I say again, continue to say Maddie went with Tampa, I just agree.
So me and Maddie on the same page so far.
So far.
That's awesome.
Which means she's doing well. Pittsburgh, Washington, why do I keep saying this? Maddie went Steelers.
I went Steelers.
Look at this. Hold on.
And that's an upset.
That is an upset.
That's an upset.
Yeah.
I don't think that Washington I mean, they beat the Bears, and I think the Bears are a good team.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bears are a great team.
Right.
But that's the only team I think that's good that they've actually beaten. Maybe you could say Cincinnati. And it took a Hail Mary with 10 men on the field, more or less, with Tyreek Stevenson, John, with the fans, for them to eke that one out. And so I look at the Steelers, and they are better than the Bears. They are a very good team.
Yeah.
They've added more weapons to the offense. They are, I think, like, you could make a case that the Steelers are one of the more underrated teams in the whole league.
Yeah.
You know, people just aren't talking about them, but they're pounding you like a heavyweight prize fighter with that run game. And Fields was good. Yeah. Wilson's been better.
Wilson, it's a stunner.
Yeah.
Almost to me, yeah, but he has, without a doubt. And I haven't heard, a lot of times with Wilson, you hear about some of the complaining, but he seems to be right there in line.
He's doing a really good job.
So this one, easy, because again, we talked about Maddie. I said, hey, Vikings, Jacksonville, just Vikings. I mean, rolled off her tongue. She's a Vikings fan.
Well, the Vikings are looking great, and Jacksonville is looking bad.
Yeah. I realized I missed one. You're right, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I did miss the Denver, Kansas City, and Kansas City, so she went, because again, that's.
Oh, we got that one. Yeah.
Did we do that?
We did do that.
Oh, did we?
We did.
Must have been gone quick. We must have known.
We breezed through that one, yeah.
All right, Tennessee at the Chargers, and as Maddie said, Chargers. So that was my impersonation.
Chargers.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not scripted. I am starting to think we're gonna have all the same picks.
That's what.
Does she have the Eagles over the Cowboys?
It looks like you two are finally. She had Dallas.
That is a bold prediction.
That is a bold. And again,
somebody tell Maddie that Dak Prescott's out with an injury. Tell Maddie is Cooper Rush in there, and tell Maddie that the Cowboys are bad.
Well, I said, and she said Dallas, and I said, what? I kind of I got right in her face.
Okay,
I
good.
Said, what?
Yeah.
And she said, how well have you done again? And I said,
okay.
I said, let's go Dallas.
Touche.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she.
And it's a home game. You never know.
We'll have to see. Right, we'll have to see. Jets, Arizona. She went Jets, Jets.
So did I.
Okay. You guys, it's going to come down. It looks like to that one game for you and Maddie.
We got two left, and they're two, I think, pretty close, pretty interesting games.
I do too. I think this one in particular, the Sunday night game, Detroit at Houston. Tell me who you went with.
I went with the Lions, but it was tough. Houston's really good at home.
Yeah.
I think they're a really good team. Just so many injuries, and Detroit looks like they are far and away the best team in the NFC.
I believe it.
And so, if Houston's healthy, maybe I'm like, hey, does Detroit trip on their own feet in this one? No.
No, I agree with you. I think what you said, Detroit. And I like the Lions a lot. If it were just me, who am I rooting for, I'd root for the Lions. That being said, I also am rooting for not Caleb Williams, C.J. Stroud. There we go. I mean, I'm rooting for Caleb Williams too. I'm rooting for C.J. Stroud because he is my quarterback on my fantasy team.
And he's been struggling lately.
Fantasy, yes. Monday night.
Hey, I'll trade you. I got Tua. I got Tua and Darnold.
That is something.
Yeah, and Tua, you could play him in this next game on Monday Night Football. That could be a very interesting move for you.
Here's my thing. Out of 12 teams in our league, I'm actually point-wise at the very top. So my team is I've got the second best record. So I feel like I want to hold on to my team. You're right. You've got a couple good ones. I'm going to hold on to C.J. Stroud because I don't want to give up anything.
Oh, I don't want Stroud.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want him. I don't want him.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
You just want someone else for okay. Because
Yeah.
I was ready to go straight up on that one.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. I'm a smart man, as you said earlier.
That's true. Maddie went Dolphins.
Yeah, I went with the Dolphins too. As I said, Tua is healthy. Trap game though. They got to take care of business, and I got to take care of my microphone.
Yeah.
I think that it's a bit of a trap game for the Dolphins because the Rams look a lot better.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp's healthy. Puka Nacua healthy as long as he's not punching people in the face, which is frowned upon in many establishments, including the NFL.
Yeah.
And that's why he got tossed from last game. That could be just a really fun, high-scoring game. I hope it goes crazy.
Yeah.
I just traded away Cooper Kupp for a fifth-round pick in next year's draft in my family league because that's how bad it is. The Fighting Foo, the North Dakota Fighting Foo, they are 1-8, and so it's been a year. But I'm 4-4 in the other league, or 4 and 5 now. I don't know.
Cooper Cup, Eastern Washington. Guy there. He's
FCS baby.
FCS baby. Yeah. I think that was a smart move in that obviously he's still incredible, but he is kind of getting on the back half. A lot of football, a lot of years there. So I could see. I think for you, maybe in 3 years, that's a very smart. Even 2.
Well, so it's not necessarily, it's not a dynasty league, but it is a keeper league. But now, because it's the same family, like every year, same picks. But so what I have essentially done is now I have 2 5th-round picks and 2 6th-round picks in next year's draft.
Nice.
And so that's where
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, like, all right, I'll be bad this year.
Yeah,
but next year.
Yeah. You're doing the classic Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm tanking.
Right, we're just tanking
yeah.
for like 6 years
getting
in a
picks.
row.
Yeah.
And you end up with them.
But I'm going to do it better than the Sixers, who only got a guy who doesn't play and another guy who doesn't play who's not on the team anymore, and then some other guys who aren't in the league anymore.
Right,
so I'm a better tanker.
I like that. Now, before we get done, I'm wondering, it's too bad we don't have anyone here, because we could get a picture, you and I, surrounded by me and Maddie. So we could get like 4 people in here, 2 of them me, Maddie, and you. Cheese. All right.
We'll use that for the web photo.
I love that. I love that. No, this has been a lot of fun. Like I said, enjoy the weekend. Great day tomorrow. Some showers this weekend, but then Veterans Day looking great as well.
Fantastic. That's Russellmania, Russ Thomas.
Thank you, sir.
With me, I'm Adam Chalifoux, and this has been the Friday Funcast, the weekend Funcast. Everyone out there, stay safe, have a great time, and I hope your team wins unless it's playing mine.